Welcome, everyone. I welcome you all to a pretty good place, I would say. And seems like the person who used to live here is a streamer. Huh. Whoa. I feel like I can play around with this today. How are you guys? I saw that the person who used to live here is called, or was called, Daffy? I guess I can be Daffy today. Daffy. I loved when she was screaming trying to get some help, but apparently no one helped her. I see some names. Of course I don't know you guys, but I guess I will have to, greet you guys. I see White in the Void, I see Key, I see Jade. I also see, Messe and Reaver? I guess that's how you pronounce your name. You're asking me where is she? I hid her somewhere that you probably won't find her. But it's okay. It's totally fine. But I do hope that today we will have some fun. A lot of fun, actually. I do hope that we have a lot of fun. And seems like Daffy had some, or actually a surprise for you, Calls. I think that's what she called you, right? Oh, I see a new name here. Hello, Spider. Welcome to... I don't even know what she called it, this place. I will just call it a house, but... Well, because I hid her somewhere, I guess today you're not in the beach house. You're somewhere. Pretty dark, pretty cold, and I guess we're all alone here. Anyway, I know that you guys are been like, oh, what secret, what surprise that she might have for us? Well, not big of a surprise, I would say. I guess I can show you myself first, right? It would be really polite for me to show you how I look like. Oh, yeah. So, I guess the usual Daffy is gone because apparently all the scary stuffs that she saw yesterday helped me to hit her. So, I guess I can show you myself. I actually took over this body, but, well, apparently it changed the color of my host. So, yeah. Oh. Apparently the hair is now dark? I'm pretty sure it was white before. I wonder why. Well, it's okay. I guess black hair also suits me. I do like the black hair. Let's see about this. Well, I guess even the little orca on top of my head is also my host, I guess. Well, you wanna look more? Do you wanna look more? I can scooch up a little bit. Oh, do you see something different? Oh, whoa, wait, this is the first time I've ever seen myself in this host. I actually look pretty, huh? I like it. Oh, red eyes? Oh yeah. Red eyes. And then, I guess, the clothes are also red because of her blood? Yes! Oh! Do you like how I look like? I took over Daphie's body. Well, I guess her soul is nowhere to be found, unfortunately. But, well, I do like this. Gonna zoom out a little bit, I guess. Imposter? I am not an imposter. What do you mean? I am Daphie. I am still Daphie. But I guess Daphie is the host. Well, I guess you can call me Daphie because I inhabited her body now. Oh, I see a new name. I welcome you, Yume, and also Nombi. Whoa. Apparently, some of her cops are waiting for this, huh? And I guess because the color is changed, apparently her tail also changed, or my tail. The color of my tail is also changed. It's no longer purple. Well, apparently this is a secret or surprise that she got for you guys. Well, I guess the shoes is pretty much the same. I'm zooming out a little bit. The shoes is still the same. I don't bother to change the shoes because, you know, you won't be able to see it anyway. Let me get closer to you again, shall we? Who's your forger? Who is that? This is Daphie. So, we'll see if double Daphie. I'm not double Daphie. I am Daphie. Even though I took over her body, it's okay. And I don't think I can do some flips. What is flips? I have no idea. Anyway, I welcome you to my place. I hope that you had an amazing day, and also, happy Halloween! Also, why does it feel cold here? I don't like the cold. I'm gonna turn off the AC. Are you gonna feed? Am I gonna feed you? Yes, I will probably feed you with scary stories. Spooky stories. Let's go. I don't have candies, but I do have French fries. If you need it, or if you want. I guess this is what humans ate. Pretty good. I do like it. Oh, I also see a new name. Welcome, Caleb. Welcome. Daffy welcomes you to for wherever we are. I guess we are at the grave. So, how are you guys doing though? I hope that you are all doing great. Seems like she was safe all these years, all these thousands of years, because she never played horror games. And apparently, playing several horror games in one day made her a little bit, cuckoo. And really easy for me actually, to take over the body. So, I guess so. Apparently, Daffy, the original Daffy, prepared some spooky stories for you. So, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. 10 spooky stories for today. But let's see how long it'll take, because I don't know if I want to tell you every spooky story. Maybe, just maybe, a heads up, you guys might have listened or heard about this story, but I guess please do excuse me because I don't know anything about horror story. Well, if you ever heard about this, I'm sorry, but please do enjoy. Please do enjoy the spooky stories that original Daffy prepared for you guys. Let's start with something easy and cozy, shall we? Also, is the BGM too loud? I think I see a note here that she always says that. Is the BGM okay? Is it too loud? Is it too small? Oh, enough? Okay, that is good. Well, let's start the first story, shall we? The first story is called The Red Wristband. Yes, you can prepare your food and everything, because this might take a while. The Red Wristband. A doctor was working at a hospital where the patients were tagged with colored bands. Green means they're alive, but red means deceased or dead. One night, the doctor was instructed to get a few supplies from the basement of the hospital, and so he headed to the lift. He pressed the lift button and then waited for a bit, and then ding, the sound of the elevator came. The lift doors opened and there was a patient inside, minding her own business. Because in this hospital, the patients were allowed to roam around the hospital to stretch, to, loosen their limbs, their legs, their body. Because, stretching is apparently important for a human. Especially those who have stayed for quite a long time. But the rules? Yes, the hospital had a rule. The rule was to be back in their rooms before 10. Because apparently, after 10 p.m., everything changed. The doctor smiled at the patient before pressing the number for the basement. He's like, oh, okay. He smiled with a little nod, acknowledging the patient. However, he found unusual that the woman didn't have a button already pressed. It's as if she's just there. She's just waiting for him. He wondered if she was heading to the basement too. So he pressed the button and then waited for the elevator. The elevator goes brrrr. The elevator made a little sound, and the air in the elevator became a little bit chilly. The lift finally reached the floor where the doors opened. In the distance, a man was limping towards the elevator, and in a panic, the doctor slammed the elevator button to close. The doctor was scared. He thought it was a dangerous man trying to take his life. Finally, the elevator door closed, and the lift began to ascend back up. The doctor's heart pounding. And then the woman said, "Why did you do that? He was trying to use the lift. Don't you see that? You're a doctor. You're not supposed to be rude to patients." She was clearly annoyed. And then the doctor, he said, "Did you see his wrist?" The doctor asked. "It was red. He died last night. I would know because I did his surgery." He panicked, and then the elevator kept going up and going up. It felt like eternity. But then the woman lifted her wrist. "Oh, you mean like this one?" The end. Ooh. The woman died, but she could walk. Like me. Oh wow, I like that. Let me take a little sip. I'm a little bit thirsty. How was that? It was a pretty short one, I would say. Was that a gun? No, it was just my drink. Why would I have a gun if I can just rip open people's body and make them as my host? There's always something horror in a hospital, are you sure? Schools are also pretty scary. Don't you think? The scariest thing about a hospital is the old people smell, and also the dark, dark corridor where sometimes you can find an opened door and then found that the room is really dark, and then all of a sudden there was a little sound. Clang. and he took a peek. There was no one inside. Ooh, I would love to go to that place. Why don't we go to the second one? This one is also pretty short, even shorter than the previous one. This one doesn't even have a title, apparently. Shorter than Daffy? Oh! I mean, yeah, I can tell that she's pretty short, but you know, not too short. Definitely not as high or as tall as I am because I'm 2 meters tall. Well, I'm an entity, so... Well, you know what? I should make myself, or I should call myself Daffy from now on, because I am her. How many are there? I think she prepared 10. She prepared 10 stories. Okay, let's go to the second one, shall we? Mommy told me never to go in the basement, but I wanted to see what was making that noise. It kind of sounded like a puppy. And, you know, I loved puppies. I wanted to see the puppy. So I opened the basement door and tiptoed down a bit. I didn't see a puppy. It was just like a blob. And then, all of a sudden, I felt a hand. And apparently, Mommy yanked me out from the basement and yelled at me. Mommy had never yelled at me before. And it made me sad and I cried. And then, Mommy told me never to go into the basement again. Well, because I don't want to be yelled again, and I want to be a good kid. I do whatever she told. And then she gave me a cookie because I became a good kid. That made me feel better because I ate the cookie. So, I didn't ask her why the boy in the basement was making noises like a puppy. Or why he had no hands or feet. Oh wow. So, was that a puppy? Or was that a boy? I don't know. But let's see. The boy whimpered, apparently. Ooh. Very interesting. This one is not as scary as before, I guess. But, okay, Daffy. I guess you prepared a pretty good one. But it definitely is still short, though. It was short, yeah. Cookies. Ooh. Who doesn't like cookies? Especially Halloween cookies, pumpkin cookies. We will see you again, Mrs. Ghost. I'm not a ghost. I'm Daffy. You're saying that I'm a ghost? Hello? I'm a living being. I'm an entity, but I am not a ghost. How dare you call me a ghost? Hello? Sorry. Can I ask a question? Sure. Sure. Feel free to ask a question. Did Daffy make some Halloween cookies before she disappeared? Unfortunately, she didn't. She was trying to prepare for the stream, apparently. But then, me and my friends, we kidnapped her and shoved her somewhere in the house. Why are you still in the hell? You're not in the hell. No. This is the graveyard. That's what a ghost would say. But I'm not a ghost. Don't you see me? I have colors. I'm not transparent. Hello? How dare you call me ghost, huh? How dare you call me a ghost where I'm not a ghost? I'm not a ghost. I'm Daffy. It's like I can still hear her voice. Oh, really? Can you actually hear her? Oh, you? I think I need to lock the door. I think she's trying to get out. Oh, well, anyway. Well, what do you expect? I guess she's still alive even though I already took over her body. That's weird. Usually, when I took over the body, when I take over the host, they're all dead. But what's with this one? I don't understand. Oh well. Oh well. Maybe, just maybe, because she's so ancient. She's so ancient to the point that her soul is just weird and unique, I would say. I guess taking over her body is not enough. Well, oh well. You are not in hell. You are not in hell, boy. You are in my domain, in my territory, in the graveyard. Where it's like it's more of like a beach house, but it's empty. It's cold. No one is here except you guys and me. Well, where's my husband? I don't have one. The guy from Spy Family? What? What is that? Is that a movie? Is that a film? I need to know more. I need to get this knowledge of this human. Oh. A skeleton just came to the stream. Oh my. Hello there. Oh, you're called Sans. Welcome. I took over the body, the owner of this body, and I call myself Daffy. Welcome. The Orca Ooh, I like that. The Orca Graveyard. Yes. So, unfortunately, you guys don't see any scary skeletons, but it's okay. I'm guessing that I'm scary enough, right? Listen, Daffy, I've been tortured for too many years, and I'm here with you. Oh. I'm not here to torture you. No. I'm here to have fun without torturing anyone. Well, okay, I did torture Daffy, like the original Daffy. But no, you're good. So, shall we continue to our third story? Oh, I can't wait for this one. This one is actually pretty long. I guess I need to take a little drink again before I dehydrate myself. You know what? I have funsies, a game for you guys. If you guys have to choose from number 2, 3, and 4, which one would you choose? Can evil Daffy bump the BGM down a tiny bit? Of course! Of course I can, yes. What about now? Is it all better? I see 3s. I see 4. Ooh, don't go with the 666. That's my favorite number. No, no, no. Choose between 2, 3, and 4. Also, please do not spam. Thank you. I see 3, 2 3s, 1 4. No 2s? Okay then, 3 it is. I lost track of where my tabs are. I guess being a streamer is hard. I wonder how the original Daffy do this. Oh, it's just hard. Oh well, it's okay. Oh, okay. Good night, White in the Fort. Sleep well, and I hope that you don't have a good night's sleep. I hope that you have a good nightmare. Bye bye. Let's start, shall we? The Hungry Doll. In the quiet village of Grey Moor, nestled between rolling hills and thick forests, there was a tale whispered among the children, a tale of a doll unlike any other. The story was simple, yet terrifying. Beware of the hungry doll, they would say. A small porcelain figure with wide, staring eyes and a mouth that seemed too big for its face. The doll, it was said, came to life at night, feeding on the souls of those who dared to neglect it. Sophie had always loved her dolls. She had a collection of them, each one carefully placed on a shelf in her room. Their dresses meticulously arranged, their hair combed and braided. Her favorite was a rag doll with button eyes and a soft, stitched smile. But that changed one day when a package arrived from a distant relative, an aunt she never met, who lived far, far away in a place Sophie could hardly remember. Inside the package was the hungry doll. Sophie's first impression was one of awe. It was so pretty. The doll was exquisitely crafted, with a dress made of the finest silk and hair that shone like spun gold. Its porcelain face was delicate, almost lifelike, with wide, glassy eyes that seemed to follow her every move. It is hungry. Hungry as is like you never eat, you don't eat yet. Yes, that hungry. Where was I again? And lost. Oh, there you go. If I don't bring back Daffy, I'm gonna have a really bad time? What do you mean? This is my This is my best time. This is not a bad time. I mean, bad time is always the best time, you know? So, anyway, let me continue. But there was something unsettling about its mouth. It was slightly open, revealing teeth that seemed too sharp, too real. It was as sharp as a knife. Sophie's mother, charmed by the doll's beauty, placed it on the shelf with the others. Sophie, however, couldn't shake the feeling that there was something wrong with this doll. She would catch its eyes staring at her, even when she wasn't looking directly at it. At night, the feeling intensified, as if the doll was watching her, waiting. The first night after the hungry doll arrived, Sophie was woken by a faint scratching sound. It's like something scratched, like tiny claws scraping against wood. She sat up in bed, her heart pounding. What did I just hear? But the room was silent. She looked over her shelf, where her dolls sat in a neat row. The hungry doll in the center, its wide eyes gleaming in the dim light. She told herself it was just her imagination, and eventually she fell back asleep. But the next morning, something was different. Her favorite rag doll, it had been moved. It was no longer sitting upright with the others, but was instead slumped over, its butt and eyes facing the wall as if it had been deliberately turned away from the hungry doll. Sophie frowned, but her mother dismissed it, saying it must have fallen over during the night. But Sophie knew her dolls never moved on their own. The scratching sounds continued. Every night scratch. I cannot scratch the table, unfortunately. I don't have nails, but you know, you can imagine that, yeah. Growing louder and more insistent, Sophie began to dread the nights, lying awake in bed, clutching her blankets tightly as the sounds crept through the darkness. She started to notice other changes too. Her dolls were often found in different positions, their faces turned away from the hungry doll, as if they were trying to escape its gaze, as if the dolls were scared for this one particular porcelain doll. Also, I welcome you. I welcome C-Max. I see new name there, C-Max, and also White. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Orca Graveyard. Let's continue, shall we? Sophie tried to ignore it. She thought, it must be my imagination, right? But the fear gnawed at her. She began to feel like a prisoner in her own room, unable to escape the doll's watchful eyes. She tried to move the hungry doll to a different shelf, but no matter where she placed it, its eyes seemed to follow her, always watching, always waiting. One night, Sophie awoke with a start, a cold sweat clinging to her skin. What just happened? The room was deathly silent. The air was thick with an oppressive stillness. It's as if there was no wind, nothing at all. It was as if she's in a room, a padded room, where the air was just like not there. She felt a presence in the room, something dark and malevolent. Slowly, she turned her head towards the foot of her bed. And there it was, the hungry doll, standing on her bed, eyes wide, gleaming in the moonlight that filtered through the curtains. The doll's mouth began to open, slowly and deliberately, revealing sharp, needle-like teeth that gleamed in the dim light. Sophie's breath caught in her throat, her body frozen with fear. She wanted to scream, to run, but her lips wouldn't obey her. The doll began to move, slowly, crawling up the bed, its tiny hands clutching the blankets as it drew closer. In a voice that sounded like the rustling dead leaves, the doll whispered, "I'm hungry. I'm hungry." Sophie's heart pounded in her chest as the doll crawled closer, its cold porcelain hands reaching out to touch her skin. She felt a sharp pain as the doll's teeth sank into her, not tearing flesh, but something deeper, something more vital. It was as if the doll was draining her very life force, consuming her essence with every bite. Her vision blurred, and a wave of exhaustion swept over her. The room grew dark, the world fading away as the doll continued its feast. Sophie tried to scream, but no sound came out. The last thing she knew, and the last thing she saw, was the doll's wide staring eyes, filled with an insatiable hunger. The morning came. Sophie's parent found her lying in the bed, pale and lifeless. Her skin was cold to the touch. The hungry doll sat on her chest, its eyes now dull, its mouth closed, the sharp teeth hidden once more. The doll was placed back on the shelf. A strange, heavy silence settling over the room. The villagers whispered about Sophie's death, but no one dared to speak of the hungry doll. It remained on the shelf, its once vibrant eyes now dark, as if sated for the time being. But the villagers knew that what the truth is, that the doll was always hungry. It's always waiting. And so, the children of Grey Moor were warned to take care of their toys, to cherish them and keep them close. But the hungry doll remained, watching from its perch, its hungry growing with each passing day, waiting for the next child to come along, to love it, to neglect it, and to become its next meal. Well, talking about meal, I'm a little bit hungry. Let me take my fries. Yes, I do have fries. Oh, I see new name. Welcome, Klutz. Welcome to the Orca Graveyard. Welcome, welcome. I welcome you all to my new place. Oh my god, you please just go away. You know what? It's not fun. I guess being in this host where, you know, the actual soul is really old and really ancient, I guess I will just return to this host, you know, later on for the real Daphiel. Well, it's okay, I'll just show her somewhere in the basement, I guess. Not that this place has a basement anyway, but anyway, it's okay. What can we call you, ghost? Call me Daffy. I am Daffy. I am Daffy. Don't you see that I'm Daffy? Huh? Apparently, my actual voice kind of slipped there. I'm sorry. Anyway, that was our... what was that? Third? Was that our third story? Ooh, I lost count already. I'm not really good with math. Considering that, you know, sometimes I live in a different house every now and then, so it's hard for me to do math. Daffy's not here, but I am Daffy, yes, you can call me Daffy. Can you hold me? Oh, I will. But will you be my next host after this? After the stream is done? I need a new host. Well, I guess there's a reason why a lot of people don't like a human-like doll, huh? Well, it still looks pretty cute. But anyway. It smells like Mom from Coraline. What is Coraline? I never heard of that before. I have no knowledge of anything from the human world, unfortunately. Because every time I host a different host, a body host, I got no memory of my previous host or any type of memory, basically. It's just gone. Everything is just gone. Well, that was the third story, I guess. Lady Orca. Oh, am I Lady Orca? Or was it Daffy? But I am Daffy, so I guess you can call me Lady Orca, yes. Kara? If Kara is in Daffy, no, I'm not Kara. I'm Daffy. I'm not Kara. These are some complicated... Oh yeah. You don't know how complicated it is to, you know, take someone's body to become a host. It's actually pretty fun, but at the same time, it's really tiring because you don't remember anything. Any fun stuff that you did with your previous host, and, you know, yeah, it's not fun. Well, realize how Mr. Lonker is not here? Who's Mr. Lonker? Her previous host was Mr. Lonker. Oh. A vampire? Oh, a vampire orca sounds pretty. I like that. Vampire orca. But well, I'm just an entity, I guess. A different entity from a different universe. But oh well. I'm not a vampire, unfortunately. No. You want someone to shoot you? Why? Don't you want to play with Daffy? Don't you want to play with me? Huh? Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad that you don't want to play with me. Play with me. Oh, a new name. Someone came to the graveyard again. Hello, Stalia. Welcome. I welcome you to my place.
I'm not gonna lie.
Talking like this
It's making me a little bit tired.
I'm sorry, my actual voice just slipped. Well, you know, for some reason, it's kind of tiring, you know? Being all kind to these little orcas here. I just want to be bad. I want to be evil. But, well, it's okay. I can be evil later on. I'm already evil anyway. Ghost being a yandere or something? What is a yandere? Ooh, tell me. I do like that. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Yandere, I like that. What is that? Tell me more. To the graveyard. I just got up from the ground and walked out. I guess you could just got teleported here. Oh, I still have more stories, so don't worry. Don't worry, there are still more. So if you have cookies, popcorns, snuggle in your blanket, yes. Ooh. How long do you usually hibernate in a coffin for? I don't sleep in coffins, unfortunately. I just inhabit people. I take over their bodies for God knows how long, and well, because they died whenever I took over. So yeah, I sleep on the bed. Yandere, crazy for love or something. Oh, yes, please. Ooh, I would love it if you guys can love this dark side of me. Ooh. Am I a vampire? No, I'm not a vampire. I'm an entity from somewhere, but I took over people's body. Creepy stories? Oh, on a rainy day, there was a Vedi. You're married to him. Scariest day of your life. Uh-oh. That sounds scary, doesn't it? Anyway, shall we go to the fourth and the next story? I need to take a little bit of drink. I'm actually a little bit hungry, guys. Soda feels so good, apparently. I never eat humans' food. And, they are good. Give me a moment, okay? Lady Orca, what's your favorite entity cuisine? Ooh, I would love a bubbly octopus soup that is cooked with the hundreds of years salt. Ooh, that is the best entity food that I've ever eaten. Let's go to the next one, shall we? This will be a short one, so this one got a title, apparently. It is called The Cabin. A hiker decided to go on a hike by himself, something he was not very used to. The whole day was normal. Trees and bushes engulfed his surroundings. he enjoyed being outdoors in the mountains. Nothing seemed strange to him. That was until he was making his way back to his car. He figured an 8-hour hike was good enough. 8 hours? Wow, you are a strong human, huh? I would like to inhabit that kind of host. Strong guy, let's go. Anyway, the sky was already getting dark and he needed to get back fast. What was odd was how much he didn't recognize until the trail back. I misread. What was odd was how much he didn't recognize the trail back. He was lost. He began to panic. Night had already taken over, and all he had was a flashlight. There's a little bit of the sound of the owls hooting from far away. And he got no clue on how to get back. He knew it was already too late and too dangerous to keep going through the perilous forest. He began to worry that he would have no shelter for the night when, almost luckily enough, he stumbled across a broken down cabin. It was a dark, dark cabin, and it seemed like no one had visited it in years. It was full of spiderwebs. It was dusty. But he knew it was the only place where he could rest until daylight, especially since his flashlight was running out of battery. He knocked on the door a few times. Hello? Hello? But no one answered. So he let himself in, where, strangely enough, a perfect bed fitted for one person awaited him in the center. He knew that if the owner came back, he could explain himself. He was sure that the owner wouldn't mind, or was even probably dead. So he went ahead and got himself comfortable in bed. As he tried to sleep, he couldn't ignore the collection of paintings around the room. Portraits of strange-looking people, all peering at him, each wearing a smile that sends chills up to his spine. Not too long after his exhaustion from the hike, he got the best of him, and he was able to ignore the faces. The next morning, he got up early and was shocked to see that there was no paintings around the room, but windows. Ooh, I like that one. Well, I guess you're right, because the person broke into someone's house. That's why the owners of the cabin is just staring at him, looking, how dare you go in to my abode? Oh, that was pretty short. I like that. Yeah. I like how I can stare at you guys. Well. I wouldn't think that Daphiel was brave enough to read all of these first. I thought that she was gonna just, you know, randomly chose stories. But apparently, she was brave enough. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Oh, shut up, please. I'm you, so let me beat you for just today, okay? This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Of course, I will be you. Anyway, let's go back, shall we? How about another story and we look at some spoopy scran? What is scran? Ooh, is that a type of food that we can eat? I would like to have something to eat. Oh yes. Also, I guess we are going deeper and deeper to the dark side of the Halloween day. It's getting darker. Ooh, I can feel that it's getting chilly and dark and cold. My favorite type of weather. Shall we go to the next story? I kinda lost where I was at. Give me a moment. There we go. So, the next spoopy, very, very spoopy. This one is kinda long, so let's see, shall we? The Whisper Under the Bed. Also, do let me know if the BGM is a little bit too loud. Let's start, shall we? Ellie loved bedtime. She had her favorite pajamas with stars on them, her cozy blue blanket, and a bedtime story with Dad every night without fail. But one night, something was different. It started with a whisper, just a tiny one, a soft sound, barely a breath. Psst. Ellie sat up in the bed. She looked around. In the dark room, moonlight from a window made soft silver shapes on her floor. Her bookshelf stood still. Her teddy bear, Mr. Fluff, sat exactly where she left him. Nothing moved. Then it came again. Psst. Ellie. Psst. Ellie. She held her breath. Had she imagined it? Ellie leaned over to the side of her bed and peeked under. Just dust bunnies and a missing crayon. Nothing else. Still, she pulled her blanket a little tighter that night and closed her eyes fast, hoping to sleep before the whisper came back. The next morning, Ellie forgot all about it. She brushed her teeth, packed her backpack, and raced to school. By lunchtime, she was laughing with her friends about silly things like spaghetti hair and sticky glue fingers. That night, her dad read her a story about a pirate and a peanut butter sandwich. Ellie giggled and hugged Mr. Fluff.
Good night, Starlight,
her dad said, as always, and kissed her on the forehead. Ellie closed her eyes. Silence. And then... Ellie! It was clearer this time. A little louder. Still whispery, still soft, but definitely real. She sat up again. Her nightlight glowed in the corner, casting friendly shadows across the walls. She leaned over the bed and whispered, "Who's there?" Silence. She waited. And then, finally, the softest whisper replied, "It's me." Ellie blinked. "Who's me?" she whispered back, heart thumping. There was a pause. Then, the whisper said, "I'm lonely." Ellie sat all the way up. Her blanket fell into her lap. Mr. Fluff tumbled off the bed. She wasn't sure whether to be scared or curious. "You live under my bed?" she asked, voice barely above her breath. A long pause. "Only sometimes." That was all it said. Ellie didn't sleep much that night. The next day, Ellie tried to tell her best friend Jake. "There's a whisper under my bed," she whispered during art class. Jake snorted. "Like monster?" "No," Ellie said, frowning. "It sounds sad, not mean." "Maybe it's your imagination." Ellie wasn't sure. It didn't feel like imagination. That night, she made a plan. She left the flashlight by her pillow. She tucked Mr. Fluff under one arm, and she wrote a note. To the Whisperer. "Who are you? Do you need help?" She slipped the note under her bed and waited. It took a long time, but just as her eyelids started to droop, she heard it. "Ellie." She sat up quickly. She reached for her flashlight but didn't turn it on yet. She leaned over the edge. You got my note?" she whispered. A very long silence. Then a soft rustle. Yes. Ellie's heart raced. "Did you write back?" There was a sound like paper sliding across the floor. Ellie grabbed her flashlight and peeked under. There, where the note had been, was a new piece of paper, tiny, folded, in crooked handwriting. She reached down and grabbed it. The note said, "I don't have a name. Can I have yours?" Ellie didn't know what to say. She thought for a moment, and then she grabbed her notebook and wrote back. "My name is Ellie.
Do you want to be friends?
She pushed the paper back under. A few minutes later, the reply came. Yes. And just like that, the Whisper had a friend. Every night, Ellie left notes. Sometimes she asked questions.
What do you look like?
The answer was, like shadows and socks. Other times, she asked silly things.
Do you like cookies? I don't eat, but crumb smells nice.
Once she asked, shadows and socks. And then, let me continue. Once she asked,
do you have toys under there?
The answer made her giggle.
Yes.
70 blocks, 2 marbles,
and Mr. Fluff's missing hat.
She didn't even know Mr. Fluff had a hat. But when she checked the next morning, she found a tiny blue sock tucked under his ear. It fit perfectly. Ellie started looking forward to bedtime more than ever. Every night was a secret adventure with a friend no one else could see. One night, she asked,
why are you under the bed?
The reply came slowly. I was left behind a long time ago. That made Ellie's chest ache a little. She wrote back,
by who?
But there was no reply that night. A few nights later, the whisper was quiet again. Ellie sat up in bed and whispered,
are you there?
Nothing. She waited, hugging Mr. Fluff tight. Then finally, it whispered, I'm still here. Ellie smiled.
I missed you,
she whispered back. I missed you too. On a rainy Sunday, Ellie was playing with her Legos when her dad peeked in.
Guess what I found in the attic?
He handed her an old photo.
Your room used to belong to a little boy who lived here a long time ago.
Ellie stared at the picture. A boy with messy hair smiled back at her, sitting on the same bed she now slept in.
Do you know his name? She asked.
Her dad shook his head.
Just said Jimmy on the back. His family moved away. Family games.
Ellie looked at the picture again. Later at night, her note said,
is your name Timmy?
The reply was slow to come. Yes, I think it was. From that night on, Ellie stopped calling it the Whisper. She started writing.
Hi Timmy, wanna play a game?
Or,
Timmy, do you ever get bored under there?
Timmy always replied. And sometimes, late at night, Ellie would hear quiet giggles from under her bed when she told a joke. Best video game... Sorry, that was an ad apparently. Oh. Then came the night everything changed. Ellie was brushing her teeth when her dad called from the hallway.
Hurry up, Starshine! Lights out in 5!
Hi, she called back. She finished brushing and tiptoed into her room. But something was wrong. Mr. Fluff wasn't on the bed. The blanket looked a little off. Ellie frowned. She checked under her bed. No notes, no Timmy. Then, just as she was about to climb in, she heard a whisper right in her ear. Thank you. Ellie froze. She turned her head slowly.
Timmy?
She whispered. The whisper was quiet now, fainter than ever.
Thanks. No, I'm not alone down here anymore.
Then silence. Ellie's heart thudded in her chest. She looked under her bed again. This time, the space was empty. No marbles, no papers, no blue sock, and no Mr. Fluff. The next morning, Ellie's dad came in to wake her. But the bed was empty!
Ellie?
He called, looking around the room. No answer. The blanket was hanging off the edge of the bed, just slightly. Mr. Fluff's hat sat neatly on the pillow. And underneath the bed was a single piece of paper. One word was written in Ellie's handwriting. Friend. Ooh.
I guess the little boy Timmy was friendless. I'm kinda glad Timmy found a friend.
No way they've been putting ads in mid-go storytelling. Apparently I copied it wrong, unfortunately. But... oh! I see a new name here! Betty! Ooh, that's a long I. Welcome to York Graveyard. I hope you have fun here. If somebody's whispering under my bed, I would slide under there, steam deck, beer, and pizza on hand. Pretty sure whatever down there is quite lonely. True. I feel bad for Timmy. Oh well. Because we're halfway through the all spooky stories. Might as well go for a bathroom break.
Let me go hide myself. Seems like you guys missed me. Oh, so this is how it feels to be missed, huh? I like that. Seems like Daphiel got a pretty cute coat. Oh, I love it. So, I see new name, Zarya. I welcome you to the Orca Graveyard. Welcome. Hope you have a nice time here. Oh, another new name. Anika, welcome. Welcome to the Orca Graveyard, where I take over Daphiel's body and I become Daphiel. I am Daphiel, yes. Why is this Daphiel's? Oh, because I'm not done telling you spooky stories. Don't you want to see more? Don't you want to see more of it, huh? Sorry, my actual voice kind of slipped. Anyway, let's go back. Ooh. Is Mochi taking over too? I don't know who's Mochi. Who's Mochi? I don't know Mochi. Who's Mochi? I have no recollection of any memories, unfortunately. Free exorcism? It is not exorcism. You won't be able to get me away from here, okay? So, no exorcism will be able to let me out or get me out from this house. I guess I will return the original Daphiel later on. She's just like laying down there. She's safe, she's safe. It's okay, guys. It's okay. Oh, who's in my head? In my head? It's me. What do you mean? You mean on my head? Oh, this little orca that's, I don't know, creature on top of my head? Oh, that's Mochi? Ah, I see. Well, I guess I took over this creature too. Shall we continue? I still have 5 more stories. It's all pretty long, so let me choose 1 out of 5. If you guys have to choose, if you guys want to choose, would you guys want to choose it for me? Choose 1 to 5. And then the most number that I see on chat, I'll choose that one. 1 to 5. Don't you see 1 to 5? It's not 6. 6 is not there. Hello? I'm sorry. No, I cannot tell you the 6th story because there's no 6. It's only 1 to 5. But your favorite? I don't care. I don't care about your favorite. There's only 1 to 5, so 4? I see 2 4. Maybe we can go with a 4. Ooh, I like this one. The Mirror's Promise.
we go with the number 4 because I see 4s. Okay, let's start, shall we? The Mirror's Promise. In the village of Bleak Hollow, where the nights were long and the shadows seemed to move with a life of their own, there was an old belief, passed down through generations: never look into a mirror after midnight. The villagers whispered that mirrors were not merely objects that reflected the physical world, but portals to a place where darkness and light twisted together, where something else resided, something waiting for the unwary to make a fatal mistake. Oliver had never been one for superstition. He was a mischievous boy, full of life and curiosity, with little patience for the whispered warnings of old men and anxious glances of mothers as they tucked their children into bed. He scoffed at the tales of the mirror's curse, or what people call that, told to frighten children to obedience, and delighted in mocking those who still believed. One cold, lonely night, as a thick fog rolled in from the moors, Oliver found himself alone in his small bedroom. The house was quiet, his parents long asleep, and the only sound was the steady ticking of the old grandfather clock in the hallway. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. The hour was late, and the village was wrapped in a heavy silence, broken only by the occasional creak of the house settling in the cold. Oliver, bored and restless, remembered the stories he had heard, the warnings never to look into a mirror after midnight. He smirked at the thought. What harm could there be in a simple reflection, right? He decided, in a fit of defiance, to test the old superstition for himself. With a grin, he picked up the small, oval mirror that sat on his bedside table. The frame was old and tarnished, the glass slightly warped with age. Holding it in his hands, he glanced at the clock. The hands grabbed toward midnight, and each tick of the second hand drawing him closer to the forbidden hour. Finally, the clock struck 12. Dong, 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 12 times. A low chime echoed through the house, sending a shiver down Oliver's spine despite himself. Ignoring the sudden flutter of unease in his chest, he raised the mirror to his face and peered into the glass. At first, there was nothing out of the ordinary. His own reflection stared back at him. The same tousled brown hair and mischievous blue eyes he saw every single day. He waited, half expecting something to happen immediately. But the seconds ticked by, and nothing changed. Oliver let out a relieved, albeit slightly disappointed laugh. Foolish tales, he muttered to himself. But as he moved to put the mirror down,
something caught his eye. The reflection, his reflection,
didn't lower the mirror with him.
it remained raised, the glass still held in the reflection's hand, as if stuck in a moment that should have passed. Oliver froze, his heart skipping a beat. Slowly, he lifted the mirror again, and
the reflection smiled at him.
It wasn't a friendly smile. It was a smile that belonged to someone who knew secrets, who harbored dark intentions. The smile grew wider, and Oliver noticed something else. His reflection's eyes, once identical to his own, now glinted with a malevolent light, a spark of something not entirely human.
"Hello, Oliver,"
the reflection said, its voice low and smooth, like silk sliding over steel. Oliver's breath caught in his throat. He wanted to drop the mirror, smash it, but he couldn't move. The reflection's eyes held him captive, pulling him deeper into the glass. He watched in horror as the reflection began to move, lifting its hand to touch the glass from the inside, the same way Oliver's hand held it from the outside.
"I know what you want,"
the reflection continued, its smile never faltering.
"I know your dreams, your desires. I can give them all to you."
Oliver felt a chill run down his spine. His voice, when he finally found it, was barely more than a whisper.
"What are you?"
"I am you," the reflection replied, though the sinister edge in its voice made it clear that this was only half the truth.
"Or at least I can be. Let me show you, Oliver. Let me give you everything you've ever wanted. A life of adventure, riches, power, anything you desire."
Oliver's heart pounded in his chest. The promises were tempting. More tempting than anything he had ever imagined. A life of excitement, of wealth and influence, all within his grasp. But there was something else. Something that gnawed at the back of his mind. A warning that he was treading into dangerous territory. "What's the catch?" Oliver asked, his voice trembling. The reflection smile widened, a dark promise gleaming in its eyes. "You must trade places with me. Step into the mirror, and I will step out. You'll have your dreams, and I'll have mine." Oliver hesitated, the cold dread in his stomach growing. The reflection's offer was too good to be true, and deep down, he knew it. But the temptation was strong. The promises so alluring. He could feel the mirror's cold surface against his skin, its pull growing stronger with each passing second. The reflection watched him intently, its smile never wavering. "What do you say, Oliver? Are you ready to live the life you deserve?" Oliver swallowed hard, his mind racing. He knew the stories, the tales of those who had vanished, lost to the mirror's depths, but those were just stories, weren't they? Silly superstitions meant to scare children. And yet, what if they were true?
His hand trembled as he reached towards the glass, his fingertips brushing the surface. The reflection's eyes gleamed with anticipation, and his hand meeting his hand from the other side. The glass felt cool, almost liquid, as if it would give way to the slightest push. With the final hesitant breath, Oliver made his decision. He pressed his hand firmly against the mirror, feeling it yield beneath his touch. The reflection's smile widened, its hands closing around his, pulling him forward. The room around him began to blur, the edges of reality melting away as he stepped into the glass. For a moment, there was nothing but darkness. Cold, endless darkness. Then, slowly, the world began to come back into focus. But it was wrong. The colors were muted, the air was thick and heavy, like a world covered in a layer of grime. The light was dim, as though filtered through smoke. And the shapes around him twisted and distorted, like reflections in a funhouse mirror. Oliver's heart sank as he realized where he was. He was inside of the mirror, trapped in a twisted version of his own world. The reflection, no, the creature had taken his place in the real world, leaving him to wander this nightmarish landscape. "Wait!" Oliver cried, reaching out towards the glass that now stood between him and his old life. But his voice was swallowed by the oppressive darkness, his words echoing back at him in the mocking tone. On the other side of the mirror, the reflection, his doppelganger, turned to face him. Its smile was gone, replaced by a cold, calculating expression. "Thank you, Oliver," it said, its voice dripping with satisfaction. "You've given me everything I've ever wanted. Enjoy your new home." With that, the creature turned away, walking into Oliver's life, leaving him trapped behind the glass. He pounded on the mirror, desperation clawing at his chest. "No! Let me out! Please, let me out!" But the glass remained unyielding, a cold barrier between him and the world he had lost. He watched in horror as the creature, now wearing his face, began to change everything. It twisted his life, turning friends into enemies, sowing discord and chaos wherever it went. The once bright future Oliver had dreamed of was corrupted, poisoned by the creature's dark nature. Time passed differently in the mirror world. Days felt like years, and Oliver could do nothing but watch as his life was warped and twisted beyond recognition. The creature reveled in its new power, its control growing stronger with each passing day. It ruled with an iron fist, manipulating those around it with a cunning that Oliver had never possessed. And all the while, Oliver remained trapped in the mirror, a silent witness to the destruction of everything he had once held dear. He had traded places, and now he was paying the price, a price far, far, far steeper than he could have ever imagined. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, Oliver's hope began to wither. The mirror's promise had been a lie, a cruel trick to lure him into a prison of his own making. And now, he was condemned to live out eternity in this dark, twisted reflection of his world, forever longing for the love he had so foolishly given away. In the village of Bleak Hollow, the warning lived on. Never look into a mirror after midnight. For those who did would find themselves staring into the eyes of something else. Something waiting, always waiting, to take their place. Ooh, I like this. Staring at the mirror after midnight. Ooh, that's my favorite thing to do, I guess. It's fun, right? Not that I've ever seen myself in front of the mirror, because unfortunately I don't have any reflection, but oh well. Can you guess that's, and can you believe that's almost 2 hours? You guys have been with me for 2 hours? How does it do? Oh my god. Oh, I do enjoy every minute with you guys. But I guess I will have to return Daffy, like the original Daffy, like what you said, later on. Don't let this distract us from the fact that Oliver was a bully. Really? I mean, Oliver was a kind boy. What do you expect? Well, he was a little bit foolish though, but oh well. Let's go to the next one, shall we? But before that, taking a sip of my water. I guess I still have 4 more. However, I will choose one more as the last story, shall we? Ooh. I'm getting tired from using this host. Unfortunately, apparently this host is very ancient to the point that it is so tiring. She's so wrinkly apparently. Oh my god, I just can't. It's okay. I guess one last story, shall we? Before I return the soul of the original Daffy, shall we do that? We already had a mirror. What should I do? I don't know which one to choose, 'cause all of these sounds pretty good. Ooh, maybe we can use this, because apparently this host of mine do play the violin. So maybe, just maybe, this will be a good thing to say, to tell you guys. Let's do this, shall we? One last story of the day. The Whispering Violin. In the remote village of Shadow Moor, nestled deep within a valley surrounded by towering snow-capped mountains, the people lived simple, quiet lives. The village, isolated from the outside world by the rugged terrain, had its share of superstitions, and old tales passed down through generations. One such tale was that of the whispering violin, an instrument of haunting beauty and malevolent power. The villagers spoke of it in hushed tones, warning of the curse that clung to its strings, strings said to have been soaked in the tears of a lover scorned and betrayed. Esme was a girl with music in her soul. From a young age, she had been captivated by melodies and harmonies, finding solace in the notes that floated through her mind. She had taught herself to play the old violin her father had left behind, spending hours each day practicing in the quiet of her room, the music a balm for her restless spirit. But the violin she played was old and worn. Its sound thin and reedy, and Esme often dreamed of finding an instrument worthy of her love for her music. One crisp autumn afternoon, as Esme wandered through the outskirts of the village, she stumbled upon an old abandoned church. The building was crumbling, its stone walls covered in ivy, its roof sagging under the weight of years. Curiosity piqued. Esme pushed open the heavy wooden door, the hinges creaking in protest, and stepped inside. The interior of the church was dark and cold, the air thick with the scent of damp wood and decay. But as Esme's eyes adjusted to the dim light, she noticed something gleaming in those shadows near the altar. Her heart quickened as she approached, her footsteps echoing in silence. There, lying in a dusty pew, was a violin unlike any she had ever seen. The violin was exquisite, its wood dark and polished to a rich, deep luster. The strings, even though it's old, seemed to hum with a faint, almost imperceptible melody, as if they were alive with the echoes of forgotten songs. Esme reached out to touch it, her fingers trembling with excitement. The moment her hand brushed the wood, a shiver ran down her spine. She felt a strange, almost magnetic pull toward the instrument. Unable to resist, Esme picked up the violin, the weight of it comforting in her hands. She could feel the music within it, waiting to be released, and she knew she had to play it. Without a second thought, she carried the violin home, her heart pounding with anticipation. That evening, as the sun dipped behind the mountains and the village was bathed in twilight, Esme sat by her window, the whispering violin cradled in her lap. She drew the bow across the strings, and the instrument sprang to life, its voice rich and resonant, filling the room with a haunting melody. The music was unlike anything Esme had ever played before. Each note there infused with the depth of emotion that seemed to reach into her very soul. As Esme played, she began to notice something strange. The violin's whispers, once faint and distant, grew louder, more insistent. At first, she couldn't make out the words, but as the music swelled, the whispers became clearer, revealing the darkest secrets of those who listened. The villagers, drawn by the sound of the violin, gathered outside Esme's window, their faces pale in the fading light. They stood in silence, mesmerized by the music, unaware of the danger that lurked within the notes. But as the whispers grew louder, the atmosphere in the village began to change. The violin spoke of hidden affairs, of lies and betrayals, of long-buried grudges and unspoken resentment. The secrets were twisted and cruel, turning friends into against each other, lovers into enemies. The villagers, their minds filled with the venomous whispers, began to argue and fight. The bonds that held them together unraveling before Esme's eyes. Esme watched in horror as the village descended into chaos, the music still flowing from her fingers as she tried to stop. The violin had taken hold of her, its whispers filling her mind, drowning out her own thoughts. She tried to put the instrument down, but it was as if her hands were no longer her own. The bow moving across the strings were with a life of its own. The violin's voice grew darker, more malevolent, and Esme felt a cold dread settle over her. The whispers told her of the violin's origin, a tale of a lover betrayed, of a heart broken beyond repair. The violin had been cursed by the scorned lover, its strings soaked in the tears of the brokenhearted. It fed on the misery it created, growing stronger with each note, each secret revealed. Despite to break free of the violin's grip, Esme tried to destroy it. She threw it to the ground, but the instrument did not shatter. Instead, it lay there, humming with dark energy, the whispers growing louder, more frenzied. The villagers, driven mad by the secrets they had heard, began to turn on each other, their eyes wild with anger and fear. Esme realized, too late, to the true nature of the violin. It was not just an instrument, it was a weapon, a tool of destruction designed to tear apart the fabric of the village. The violin would not allow her to stop playing, its curse binding her to the music, to the darkness it spread. As final note rang out, the violin's whispers reached a crescendo, filling Esme's mind with a cacophony of voices. Her vision blurred, her strength drained, and she felt her body collapse to the floor. The violin still clutched in her hands. The whispers faded into silence, and the village was left in ruins. The people broken and scattered, their lives forever altered by the secrets they had heard. When the villagers finally returned to Esme's house, they found her lifeless body, the whispering violin laying beside her. The instrument was silent, its strings still, its curse complete. The villagers, fearful of the violin's power, buried deep within the earth, hoping to seal away its darkness. But the whispering violin was not so easily silenced. It lay dormant, waiting for the next musician to find it, to pick it up, and play its cursed melody. The legend of the whispering violin lived on, a tale of sorrow and betrayal, a warning to those who would seek to uncover the secrets hidden within the music. And in the quiet of the night, when the wind howled through the mountains, some swore they could still hear the faint strains of a violin whispering in the darkness, waiting for this next soul to fall under its spell. Daffy. I guess you do prepared quite a lot, huh? Not too spooky for the last one, but I do like it. Well... It's an evil violin. You are right. You are very right. I guess it's my time. I guess it's my time to go back to look for another host. Will you guys miss me? Or do you guys miss the real Daffy? Which one do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer to me being here? Or do you want the original Daffy to go back? Real Daffy? You want the real Daffy? You don't like me. You don't like me. What do you say? You said that you don't like me. Excuse me? I'm so sad. I've spent 2 hours and you don't like? You don't like me? You dare? You actually don't like me? You prefer the original Daffy, huh? That's what you say? Excuse me? Oh, so you really want the real Daffy, huh? I can give you real Daffy, but the real Daffy will not be the same. The real Daffy will be different. Simply because the real Daffy does not survive. Oh, I see a new name. Hello there, Silas. Welcome to the Orca Graveyard. Welcome. Be gone, demon. I am not a demon, unfortunately. I'm an entity. Something that you, punny orca, won't know and will not understand. Well. I guess you really miss the original Daffy, don't you? Well, I guess You know what? I will return the old wrinkly Daffy to you guys. The ancient one. I will return it to you. However, I guess she won't be able to remove this from herself. Fine. You missed the original Daffy, right? You don't want me, right? Okay. I will slap her back to alive. I mean, she's practically dead right now, but it's okay. I will bring her back to life. I will bring her back to life, but it'll be still in my body. Bye-bye. Oh my god, what just happened? Holy mo— oh my god, did it just got possessed? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so glad you guys are safe. Oh wait, why am I looking like this? Hello? Where's my color? Where's my— What? Mochi? Mochi, what is actually going with you? No. Oh no. Oh no. I cannot go back to my original one. Oh guys. Well. Oh no. Well, where's my color? Where's my color? I don't have the color. My purple is gone. My hair. Why it's black? I don't like the black hair. Where's my purple color? But I'm so glad you guys are okay. It was so scary. I got shoved in like the closet, and then I tried to escape, but then like I couldn't because apparently the whatever that was like locked me in. I'm so glad though. Oh my god. I'm so glad you guys are alive. But I don't like this color. It looks scary. This is not the surprise that I wanted to show you though, but oh well. Well, I guess, you know, the entity or whatever it is kind of make everything different. But I hope that you enjoyed it though. I hope that you enjoyed the whole spooky stories. Does that mean that we're getting another surprise? Nope. You're really sure you want the entity to come back next year, Reaver? Are you really sure? Anyway, I welcome y'all back to the beach house. Hello. welcome back though. I welcome y'all back to the beach house. Woohoo. Just dye your hair, problem solved. I hope that I'll be able to come back to my original color, I would say. I don't like this color. No. I enter stream where the lady is red and crying. Welcome though, welcome back underrated Zaku. Not really, but it would be really interesting if you wrote your own story for next year. Ooh, sounds pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie, the entity actually made me tired, so yeah. Seems like I used way too much energy trying to escape, I guess. The rage bait worked? Did it work? Another surprise, she would infect us with that boomer vibes and would instantly be at our 50s. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You didn't have to comment in the voice that hard. It's pretty, I don't know, it's just like in the moment, I guess. Because it's more of like, you know, different color and makes me think of like a different personality. You just drew me. Oh, thank you. Also, Caleb, are you okay? I missed too much of the evil Daffy. It's I guess so. You missed a lot, I guess. Really nice. I woke up suddenly about 40 minutes ago and I needed that. Oh my god. Oh well. Oh, Caleb is glitching, I guess? Well. So yeah, I recolored my model, by the way. This is a surprise. I recolored my model. And yeah, it's not something that a lot of people are encouraged to do, because if you're not the artist, it would be pretty rude, you know, to change the color of your own model. But well, simply because I'm my own artist, like I'm the artist of my own model, I can't do that, you know. I have the perm, I have the artist perm to do that. So yeah, recoloring. The dark you will return later. I don't know. I was gonna say I made you something on Discord. I had to make something again for the entity while watching. Oh yeah, I just saw it. It's actually really cute though. I like it. Thank you. Oh, you actually made your... Yeah, I actually made my own model like this. So this human model, all of it, I made it from scratch. Yeah. You can... There was like a journey of video where I drew it on stream somewhere in the live bot and also the video. Yeah. It's there. I made it by myself. That's why if you look at the description box below, if you see it now, or like, there we go, the human orca model artist is me, myself. I put my own name there. But yeah, thank you though, Reaver. Thank you for the really cute emote. I do enjoy that. Thank you, I really appreciate it. I'm kind of glad that you guys enjoyed it though. Also, happy Halloween for y'all. It is Halloween for me, and I'm pretty sure it is already Halloween for some of you because it's supposed to be 12 AM. So, yeah. That's super cool. Thanks. Thank you. Why did you let yourself get possessed? I didn't even know that the entity would, you know, be coming to my place, to the beach house. That's why I didn't let myself get possessed, just like forcefully taken by. So yeah. The mirror story actually. Oh really? I mean, I still got like 3 before, but I kind of want to, you know, make it not too long because I actually am tired. It's like different thing. It uses a different type of energy when I'm storytelling, if that makes sense. Oh, Arendo, welcome to the beach house. Hello. Human mode or model artist, Daphiel, Orca, resident bully, Betty. Yep. Gerard, the resident bully. Uh-huh. Your streams always start at midnight for me, so perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, happy Halloween to you all. Hope you guys have a spooky Halloween, but a nice one. I guess I will change the spooky BGM a little bit. It's more like a... But I do have like a cute one. Give me a moment. Okay. There you go, it's more like a chill, lighthearted mode instead of like the spoopy one. Oh hi Caleb, welcome back I guess, after I got, you know, possessed. Also, I think it's too loud. There you go. Okay. I love this look on you. Definitely suits you. Thank you. I was actually thinking like, what should I do? One thing that I wanted to do was making like the whole body black and white, you know, like an actual orca. Like look at that. So my tail lost the color, and yeah, pretty much that. And then I was like, might as well recolor almost everything. Is there anything else you wanted to do? Not really. I guess like I won't do the Grandel because it might be a funny video or like funny stream instead of, you know, spoopy. So I will leave after this just to let the spoopy part still lingers, you know, if that makes sense. As well as that whisper, I actually turned around when you said that way. Oh my god. Especially if you're wearing what you call it again? Earphones. Ooh. I'm surprised I even finished the first for the one for the entity. I honestly didn't expect it. That is actually really cute though. I swear. Really cute. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Oh my god. What a quick and creepy story. Cabin in the middle of downtown. Cabin in the woods is so overused. I guess so. You're right. Yeah. You gotta watch. Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, enjoy. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is a really good Halloween. You know, all-time Halloween. What you call it again? All-time Halloween movie. So let me get really close to you guys. Hey. It's like you can see Mochi's eyes also turning red. Classic, yeah. One of the classic movies. Yep. Lucky they didn't wear earphones. Okay. El Chapulín, Colorado for this Halloween. Ooh. that actually sounds pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, enjoy your Halloween days though, guys. Like if you guys are celebrating Halloween, you know, like wearing costumes, having Halloween party with friends or family. Yeah, enjoy the Halloween time. I bet someone is trying to dress up like Sans this Halloween. Well, dressing up as a skeleton is pretty common, I would say. Sans still around? I don't think so. Cult classics, Nightmare Before Christmas, true. What else? What movies do you guys usually watch before Halloween or like at the Halloween day? What do you usually do for Halloween since you don't like being scared? Nothing? Literally nothing? I mean, like the dress up culture for Halloween is not like it's really big. Probably it started getting popular in the past 6-7 years ish, but before it's not really that popular. So yeah, nothing to do. Just the regular day for me usually. It's getting bright here now, Daph. Then return to a real self. How was night shift the other day, Daph? Did you survive the night? I did, even though I screamed. Oh my god. I actually watched my own VOD like last night. I laughed too hard when I heard my own scream. It was like a super crisp, crispy screams. My friend's going to host a Halloween party. My wife wanted to go, but I don't know what costume should I. A little tip. Chicken costume if you have, or bright colored clothes, because for some people it is scary. Neon colored clothes. Same here. I don't do anything this Halloween. Every Halloween I don't really do anything. Just you know, just chilling. Silent Hill is your favorite horror movies. I always. Oh, whoa. Maybe I should watch horror anime tonight or something. Can be, or maybe watch other people play horror games. Exactly, your screams are too good. You really ought to play horror And you want me to get possessed by the entity again, like today? Is that what you want? I was surprised how quiet you were able to stay when you were hiding. I'm pretty good at staying quiet, if that makes sense, yeah. Well, it's more like I did tweak a little bit with my, you know, mic filters and stuff. So that's why I probably doesn't picked up any of the weird noises. So yeah. My favorite movie to watch for both Halloween and Christmas is well, I guess yeah, it's both classic for both you know, Halloween and Christmas, because yeah, it's Nightmare Before Christmas. Exactly. I do like it. I almost said Jack Sparrow. Oh, Jack Skellington. Well, okay, so my idea was, it was not planned on how the placement of, you know, like this week's schedule is. So like, you know, start the stream week with yapping and then playing horror games, and then the next day I turned into like a bad version of Daphiel because played too many horror games. That was the plan, but then earlier, yeah, it just like in the spur of moment, just like bam, what if, you know, like as soon as I opened the mic, that was the idea. I was like, okay, I think I need to become someone else, not the usual Daphiel. And yeah, that's where the whole lore of me getting possessed by the entity came from. It was like actually just what, seconds before the stream started. Chicken might work. I still have the chicken mask on hand, and the character was also a sociopath. But yeah, anything work. Or like maybe, you know, maybe becoming yourself if it's pretty already scary for you. Or maybe I don't know if people will have the time to do this, but maybe becoming a job application paper. That is scary, right? I mean, the entity seems chill, true. She's pretty kind, letting me go back here, you know, to use the body, even though the color kind of sucks. But I kind of like it though, red and black, yeah. The key is in moderation. The entity came today because you played 4. Hey, that actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. Probably because I played 4. That's why I was like, oh, you want me to go to you? Okay, boom. That blood red eyes of yours is lovely. Thank you. If you realize though, like the highlights were not the same. Or like the colors of the eyes were not the same. If you take notice at it, like if I zoom in, right? Oh, I don't think I can zoom. Wait, can I? If you notice it, one is more pink and one is more yellowish, if that makes sense to you. Because that was simply because I don't remember like what the color that I used for the other eye. That's why I was like, oh shit, what's the color of the other eye? Well, anyway, this is close enough. Very nice decision, thank you. I'm kind of glad that you guys enjoyed it though, like really. Really glad that you guys enjoyed it. A job application. Ah! Well, one dude is already rocking a literal marriage certificate costume. Oh, okay. Oh, whoa! Marriage certificate? Wouldn't even have thought about it. Whoa. You attract what you fear. Money. Ah! The only true horror in life. Oh my god, you're so right. Well, I'm gonna keep this stream short to, you know, keep the spooky vibe on. So, yeah. I kind of want to show, not really show, like use this color more, but, well, I guess it's okay. Because if it'll be like, what, 5 hours long, it won't be too spooky, because the story spooky time is done. So yeah. I do like the hair color though. And it took me several tries to make sure that the color is the same. Yeah, this is pretty short considered my usual stream is like, what, 4 hours? But it's already 2.5 hours, by the way, if you guys realized it. I don't know if you guys realize it. It's already 2.5 hours, so yeah. At first, I was thinking of just changing the hair color and the orca, like the tail color, but then apparently, yeah, I decided to also change the clothes, the ribbon, the eyes, and also change Mochi's eyes to red to make sure that she looks like a zombie instead of like a living being. But yeah. Well, I guess. I guess. You would think that I won't be back? You stupid people. Oh my gosh. I love you. Anyway, I'll be back. I'll
be back next year. Bye bye. I'll see you guys. I hope that you enjoy the time with me, even though it's pretty short, I know. But, well, you know, it's time for me to eat the wrinkly soul over there. Bye bye. I'll see you guys next time.